Pile 1, I'm back again. I am so sorry. My phone shut off or my video shut off, and for a second I thought that it was overheating again, and I was like, oh, I thought we were done with the overheating, even though it's pretty warm today. It's not summer anymore, but it was because I forgot to delete a couple of my recent videos and the storage was full. So, different problems today. You might be going through some different problems than you're used to as well, but they have the same variety of meaning behind them, like bulky. They are the same variety of problems, so you already know how to deal with these problems when they present themselves. It's just going to be a little different recognizing them when they present themselves. Buckley, Cub, Jacob, Beaver, Raccoon, and Cosmic Egg. So you're working very hard, and you are working this hard because you are working for yourself and your loved ones. You are working to create something for you and for them, and you are working on a lot of it behind the scenes without anybody's knowledge, even these people, because there's been a lot of jealousy being leveled at you. And these are people who love you, they really do, but they are upset because they never accomplish certain things in their life, or because they feel like the things they're working on aren't prospering, and I feel like they just aren't putting in the time, the effort, the attention that you are. And I also feel like they really are unconsciously acting in a lot of ways. They're acting out in ways kind of like a child would, because we're all kind of children in our own ways if you think about it, especially if we weren't raised in a very functional household, or in an emotionally dysfunctional household, or a physically dysfunctional household, things like that. Physically dysfunctional households are usually emotionally dysfunctional, and sexually are all three. So, depending on the house you grew up in. And I feel like, even though I feel like a lot of you have grown up in dysfunctional situations like that as well, but you have taken the time out to study, to learn, to grow, to understand yourself and the world around you quite a bit. And so you see these things for what they really are. And if you aren't, it's time to start opening yourself up to the idea and the possibility of a new way of thinking and seeing these things. Try not to take their jealousy as hate, because their jealousy is love, if you want to get technical. It is too strong of a love for you and not enough of a love for themselves. They really need to work on that self-love and that self-joy and happiness, which is what you've been working on. You have transformed immensely, and you have become this person who is dependent on your own inner happiness, your own inner peace, instead of the world around you to dictate what your peace is. And you have worked very hard and long towards your goals, and you've been able to do it in privacy and secrecy without needing the recognition or the validation from outside yourself. And they are going to be seeing this when all of your things come into fruition, and it's going to inspire them to want to do the same thing as well, and to be more self-reliant, more self-loving, more self-respecting, and to stop looking at everybody else's lane and to focus on their own lane. Yes, they are watching you very heavily, very, very heavily, and they're seeing you come into your abundance. And yeah, there may be some extra amperage on their jealousy for a minute, but they're also going to see that you worked hard for this, to manifest this into being. You took the time, the effort, the attention to detail, and you put your mind to the task, your passions to the task, and you followed your dreams, and you made it happen. And this is going to make other people want to follow their dreams and make it happen. And if you're a healer like me, then you are going to be thrilled as a pig in shit, because that's exactly what you're trying to do, is raise the vibrations of the world around you. So allow it to happen and surrender and just let go, and know that you don't have to be alone for long. You are going to have a lot of people around you to support you and to be there for you. But during this time of your journey, you needed to be alone so that you could learn that lesson yourself, and so you could show it to everybody around you as well. There was a lot of emotion there. Somebody, if you started crying during this, let me know in the comments below, because there was a lot of emotion that just came in. And you know what? That's good for you. Fucking cry and let it out. Let all of that out. Let all of the pain, all of the hurt, all of the sadness, all the despair, let it out and let it flow through you. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel upset over it. This is what you need, and it's okay to let yourself have it. It is okay to allow yourself to feel pain and hurt and sadness at this moment in time. And as you let those tears roll down your face, you are letting that feeling and emotion out. You are expressing it. You are letting it go instead of repressing it and putting it in a box where it becomes some other emotion like anger and lashing out and things like that. So, allow yourself to see this situation with fresh eyes and to respond accordingly. That's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through, and I really hope that you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So for you guys, let's see what your ancestors want to talk to you about. Fear, division, and hate are the illusions. Love is what's real. Time to arm yourself with love and light. So much that darkness scatters and dissipates as you even enter a space. You are powerful enough to cleanse any space that you enter or any person that you meet. Don't let the world convince you otherwise. With their fear and division tactics, keep uniting and unifying. It is never too late for anyone. They can always join the side of light. And if they choose not to, you have to let those situations go, because guess what? You can't force anybody to choose. They have to choose with their own free will. And at the same time, walk away. Everyone always says respect your elders. For one, you should respect everyone. For another, respect does not mean putting up with abuse. Self-respect is just as important. Respect yourself enough to not be around those who disrespect you. Don't disrespect back. Two wrongs don't make a right. Stand up for others not being respected as well, especially children or the oppressed in general, no matter who they might be. So, as you have respect for the world around you, you will have more respect for yourself. As you fill yourself with more loving thoughts about the world around you and shift your thinking and perspective, you will have more of those about yourself. As you have more compassion, as you have more love, all of those things, you will have more of them for yourself. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and pull some letters for you guys. I did on pile 1 too, because it sounds like they're referring to some specific people here that you may need to disconnect from or disengage from or detach from, and I'd like to get a few letters to check what we can get in here. So we got PC, somebody who could really use computers a lot. E, G, S, J, Y, J, W, V, U, C, U, cousin, L, Q, V, Victoria, Vicky, Y, P, Z, Q, Y. Legs. Something about their legs could be different, like extra tattoos or very white. Eggs. Pegs. Pegasus. They could really like Pegasus. Quiznos. Loves. Price. Peace. Pierce. Eyes. The eyes of love. Only you. Justice. Just. Gus. Lazy. Nosy. So there could be some lazy, nosy people trying to stick their nose in your business and trying to tell you that you're, or trying to tell you that you're lazy and they don't even know what the hell's going on in your life. Calves. Once again with legs. Sexy. September. wives. Somebody could have a problem with you being somebody who stays home, or somebody could have a problem with the way you work or something about that. Somebody has eyes only for you and loves you for you. And I feel like you love this person as well, but there may be some outside factors getting in the way. We have the dragon, we have the hyena, we have the dragonfly, we have the Five of Wands, the Empress, and the Queen of Swords. So use your discernment. Make your own decisions. Don't allow other people to guide your thoughts or your actions. You are somebody who's meant to be a leader. You have a lot of knowledge inside of you, a lot of wisdom inside of you. You have been through hell in a handbasket, and you have come back out the other side stronger, better, wiser than ever. You have a very hefty level of discernment. You may be claircognizant for a lot of the people in this pile. You are somebody that really deals very well with people who are insecure or lash out, or people who are very passive aggressive, because it's like you know how to nurture them, care for them, bring them back to life. I also feel like there may be a few different people fighting over you or fighting to be with you, or there could be a lot of gossip going on around you as well, or just a lot of fights about you, maybe somebody is even fighting to stand up for you in some sort of way. But you're fully capable of standing up for yourself, and I feel like you did. At the same time, somebody may be going to do it anyway. You know how to bring order to the disarray as well. You are somebody who's meant to be seen, meant to be known for the skills that you have in dealing with conflict, in dealing with gossip, in dealing with drama, in dealing with fights. You are somebody who is very good at making peace, at solving a problem, at solving a situation, helping people to fix things going on in their mind. You really help people to be able to tap into what's going on in their mind and how to fix it, how to come out of it, how to emerge stronger than before, how to free themselves from a passive-aggressive attitude, or from a very, like, wanting to fight type of energy, wanting to be aggressive or negative, or getting lost in their thoughts and trapped in that. You've brought a lot of transformation to other people. I feel like you may also have a mother who is very, very, very passive aggressive, negative, lower vibrational, and she causes a lot of drama, fights, or chaos. Like a mother, mother-in-law, aunt, stepmother, something along those lines. Or just somebody who's very, very feminine and older than you. It's time to stand your ground and to walk away from things, but to respond and not react. It's good to have respect for others, and at the same time, if they're not respecting you, you gotta let them know that, and you gotta move on. Because you can't have people in your life that refuse to show you the respect that you have earned, because you have earned your respect, and they still treat you like you shouldn't be given respect at all. And the whole thing is, even a child should be given respect, let alone somebody who has worked their ass off to earn that respect. So that's pretty much what I got for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you or what you might be going through. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. For you guys, let's see. I'm going to... just in case, because it is a little warm in here and my phone already shut off in the middle of the video once. I don't want it to happen twice. So I wanted to cool it down a bit. Pile 3. Let's see what you guys need to hear from your ancestors right now. It's time to free yourself of the matrix. You are not a sheep. You are a wolf, or the shepherd. To be a great leader, you cannot hate the sheep. They will follow where you guide. Guide them with love and with care. You know, I thought about mentioning pile 1 twice. The message on pile 1 was almost wow, it was very close to this. I wrote them on completely different days. I wrote this one like last week, and the other one I wrote last night. They will follow wherever you guide. Guide them with love and care. Accept the honor bestowed upon you to stand out and be heard and followed. Don't be mad at the copycats. Those are the sheep, and they are spreading your messages even further. Yeah, I completely forgot that I even wrote that one last week when I wrote the other one last night. But I throw them all in my little pile up here till I have till I feel like I should be bringing them out for a reading. And then I mix them up and bring them out, and then sometimes I bring back old ones too, because I keep them all. It's time to let go, to allow the past to be in the past. Closure or no closure, do it for yourself so life can get back on track. It is not time to start letting in distractions now. It's too close to your fulfillment. Remove yourself from the situation. Have compassion, but detach, because you can't control any of that. You can only control what you are doing and how you are behaving. So pile 2 as well. Some people from this pile chose all 3. And there's just something extra you need to hear in this pile. But really, it's time to let go of the past. It's time to allow closure to come in, whether you got closure from outside sources or not. It's time to just detach from the situation and allow yourself to be happy with things the way that they are, because there's nothing you can do about it at this point in time. And who knows, there could be in the future, depending on what the situation is. But right at the moment, there's nothing you can really do about it. And learning to be okay with others taking the knowledge and the wisdom that you have and spreading it to the world. Don't you want your knowledge and wisdom to be spread to the world? Because I know I do. This world would be a much better place if people would take some of that and spread it far and wide. Believe in yourself that much to know that is why. It's not because they're trying to steal from you or anything like that. They're just trying to do better in their own lives, and they're seeing the ways that you go about it, and they're putting it to use. And some of them may even be trying to sell it as their own, but you know what? That's because they're jealous of the fact that you have it and they don't. Chosen. By the way, I'm pretty sure chosen, all the letters for it may be in here. Nope, the H is missing, but chosen. E-E-K, peek, peekaboo, I see you. F-S-V, maybe the way that you are with children as well. T-Y, tie, M-D, Mad Dog 2020. N-Y-S-P, spy, U, cup, J-U-Y-C. I see you, P. You know what? You may have a very, very childlike energy in this pile, and you have been able to heal your inner child, so that you can express that childlike energy. And if you haven't, you need to work on doing that so that you can just be your fun, normal, loving, appreciative, grateful self without having to feel like you need to control or fix anything around you, because there's nothing you can do about it. Money, mopey. People may be very mopey because you're getting money. Mead, seed, peed. Yeah, you planted a seed and you sat there and you tended to that damn seed and you nurtured it and you cared for it and you loved it and you put all your work and effort and energy into it and you gave so much to it. You filled up your own cup and you put your time and energy into things that you were happy and excited about. Jumpy. Maybe you were very anxiety ridden in the past and you maybe even hid yourself away, very invisible. Nancy, Drew, Carrie, just, must, justice. Yeah, justice is coming in. Justice is being served here. You have earned what you are getting. And what is coming in for you, you have earned. It may be time to sever some ties, too, depending on how serious it is. Company. The company that you keep is very important. And maybe you throw really good parties, too, especially for children. Canopy, camping, date night. fun stuff, fun size. You could be fun size. Deep, emotional, very free, assumptions. Yeah. Cuppy. Isn't that a bear in a movie? My little cuppy. Yes, it is. I'm positive, but I don't know where it's from. Dumpster? Dump? You could have felt like you were thrown away by everybody that you loved because you were working hard towards something that meant something to you. And because you spent all your time working hard towards something that meant something to everybody else, you supported them, you supported their dreams, you supported their goals, you helped them, you nurtured them, you cared for them. And as they grew, they stomped all over you and treated you like a doormat. And then when you decided to go after what you wanted to go after, nobody was in your corner the way that you were in their corner. And that is tough. That is sad. That is a hard fight to have to fight. But that fight gave you a reason. It gave you a drive. It gave you a force to be reckoned with. And you took it and you went with it. You are a storm at this point, and you have really overcame everything that has come your way. That, dear black egg, you are very telepathic. You can seriously read a lot of what is going on inside of people. Have absolutely no worries about expressing what you see. You need to speak the truth. Your voice is going to change the entire world around you. You are very calm. You're very observant. You're very patient. You're very loving. You're very kind. You're very nurturing. You are very grounded. And you are somebody who would make the perfect life partner for someone as well. And I feel like there is a very telepathic connection going on with you, with somebody in particular as well. A cycle that needs to come to a close so that a new beginning can take place here. Whether that is a new beginning somewhere else or whether that is a new beginning with this person, whatever the situation may be, it is time to really say what you need to say and express what you need to express. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Hold back from being impulsive in your actions. Make sure that you are remaining grounded. I feel like you have dealt with a lot of people, or you may be dealing with somebody who's going to impulsively come in and start screaming their truth at you or something along those lines. And you need to really be patient. You need to be calm. You need to listen to that inner voice that is telling you what is going on with this person so that you don't lose your shit. You have been through a lot and you can handle this situation. There is light coming just around the corner and you are almost there. So do not give up. Do not give in. Do not surrender. It is time to continue moving forward. And you're moving forward at a very fast pace. In the past, you may have held back a lot, or you may have even tried to hold on a lot, tried to control situations a lot, maybe even with your impulsive action, thinking that you can fix everything. When you got to let people find their own way and come to their own truths in their own time. And you have really worked very hard to be able to release the control, to let down your guard, and to learn from your actions, to learn from the speech of other people around you, to learn from what's going on within them, to learn from what is from what you're saying, from what others have to say. You have really taken it upon yourself and been responsible enough to be able to teach yourself and grow and learn. And now you are teaching a lot of other people through the actions that you are taking and the obstacles you are overcoming and the truths that you are giving them about these situations and how to make it through these situations themselves. You may be doing what I am doing, being a spiritual leader or guide of some sort, or a tarot reader, or a social justice warrior. You could be somebody that is just a mom, or a school teacher, or you could work with abused children or addicts, or, you know, something along the lines of where you have been there and worked your way out of it and came out on top, and you are telling your story, and your story is very, very, very important, and they want you to know that you need to continue telling your story. You need to continue opening yourself up even more and expressing what you have to say and saying what you see. Regardless of whether there's physical proof for it or not, what you see is very true, because you know, you are very observant, you're very patient, you listen for every little difference or nuance in energy or shift or change in the environment around you and the people around you. You know what's going on. But that doesn't mean you can do anything about it at that moment either. All you can do is put in your little pieces of advice and little pieces of things that relate to the situation and your truths and your understandings, and then you have to allow the people to decide whether or not they're going to take those on their own, and whether or not they're going to put them to use in their life, and whether or not they're going to be able to overcome. And at the same time, you have to be patient with the ones that seem like they're copying you, or that are, you know, they need to be their authentic selves as well, is the whole thing. But you are being your authentic self. And after they try to fake to be you, they're going to realize, oh, that's not doing it. Being my authentic self is it, because this is herself. Because I feel like some of them thought that in the past, this was not even the real you, but this is the real you. And that's what they're starting to see and realize. And what they're shifting into is the real them, and they need to follow that. But also, just in general, you are going to have people following you, because that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. So get used to it. Get used to the eyes on you, the attention on you. Don't get paranoid. Don't get anxious. Don't get worried. Just know that everything's going to be okay, and this is your path. This is your purpose, and this is the last thing you need to overcome to be able to fully open up and experience the life that you were meant to experience, and be there to guide the people that you were meant to guide. So that's what I have for you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear how you felt about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you or what you might be going through at this time. And I really hope that you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.